This video is about 2 reasons waiting to buy a home until next year could cost you big time. So I'm going to think about this topic with you because a lot of people are waiting to buy right now because prices have been going up so fast, especially here in the Austin, Texas area, that many buyers are just convinced that prices are going to come down perhaps next year. So if you are thinking about waiting a year to buy a home, is that a good idea or not? That's the topic of today's video. And let me say, if this is your first time to my channel, welcome. And before you leave, I hope that you'll do me a big favor and subscribe and hit the bell so that you'll be notified every time a new video is posted. And if you want to know everything there is to know about living in Cedar Park, Texas, Leander, Texas, you've come to the right place. I literally get calls and texts and emails almost every single day from people that are moving here. So whether you're thinking about North Austin, Cedar Park, Leander, Liberty Hill, Pflugerville, Round Rock, Georgetown, I'd be happy to help you. And remember, I've got your back. But let's get into today's topic right now. So let's talk about the 2 reasons that waiting to buy a home could cost you. And really, I want to ask you to ask yourself 2 questions. And question number 1 is, will home prices next year be higher or lower than this year? Well, I don't have a crystal ball and neither do you, so no one knows exactly the answer to that question. But if you look at the history of real estate, year over year for as far as you want to go back, real estate has appreciated anywhere from 3 to 6% annually. Has there been times when home prices came down? Yes, there have been times when home prices came down, but overall, that's very rare. So take a look right now on the screen and let's take a look at the predictions for home prices next year. So 3 large industry movers and makers have these predictions. Freddie Mac predicts that home prices this time next year will be up 5.3%. Fannie Mae predicts that they will be up 5.1%. And the Mortgage Bankers Association believes that home prices will be up 8.4%. And if you've been watching my channel, you'll remember back in July that Zillow predicted that from July of 2021 to July of 2022, that they predict that home prices in Austin, Texas will be up a whopping 24%. But let's just think about the 8.4% from the Mortgage Bankers Association, if that were to be right or not. So if you were thinking about buying a $400,000 home this year, waiting a year, that home price would be $433,600. So that's $33,600 more that you'll be spending next year for that same home than what you would be spending this year. And I don't know about you, but that's a lot of money. And then also, let's imagine that you're putting 10% down on that home. So this year you would put 40% down. Well, next year you're going to have to come up with more money and put $43,600 down on that home. So where do you think that home prices are going to be next year? Almost everyone that I know in the real estate industry is predicting that home prices, even here in Austin, Texas, Cedar Park, Leander, are going to be significantly higher next year than this year. So that could cost you a lot of money. The second question I encourage you to ask yourself is, what will mortgage rates be like next year? Well, this year, if you've got good credit right now, you can get a mortgage rate of about 2.86%. Well, what are the predictions about mortgage rates a year from now? Well, take a look on the screen right now. Freddie Mac predicts that the rates will be 3.8%. Fannie Mae predicts it'll be 3.2%. And the Mortgage Bankers Association predicts that mortgage rates will be at 4.2%. So that is an average prediction of rates achieving 3.7% this same time next year. So basically almost 1% higher. So if home prices are higher next year and if mortgage rates or higher next year, what would that look like for a $400,000 home? Well, let's take a look at that. Right now today, if you were buying a $400,000 home and you could get a mortgage rate of 2.86%, the property taxes on that home was 2.5% of the assessed value, and the insurance on the home was $2,600 because that's the average across the nation. Right now, your mortgage payment would be $2,728. But let's think about what that would be like if you waited a year. Home prices were up 8.4% and mortgage rates were up to 3.7%. Here's what that would look like. That $400,000 home this year, next year, would cost $433,600. And at a mortgage rate of 3.7%, property taxes of 2.5%, let's leave the insurance the same at $2,600, your mortgage payment would be $3,119. So that means waiting a year would mean that your mortgage payment would be up $391 a month, which is almost $4,700 for waiting that 1 year. And I don't know about you, but being able to save $4,700 buying today as opposed to waiting until next year is an awful lot of savings in my book. I'm Dan Forbes. I'm a real estate broker, Forbes Realty here in Cedar Park and Leander, Texas, and I talk with buyers and sellers on a daily basis. So if you are at all thinking about moving or relocating here to the North Austin area, I would really love to help you. And I want to ask you to do one thing. Look down in the description below and take some action. You'll see how that you can call me, you can text me, you can send me an email. Heck, I don't care. Send me that carrier pigeon because I'm happy to help you. And right now you're seeing some other videos from my channel pop up. So I invite you to explore my channel, learn more about what it's like to live here, work here, and play here.